Sometimes, luck knocks in the most unexpected way. At the far end of a small country town, there lived an old couple, Henry and his wife Martha, in a tiny wooden cottage. All their children had moved away to the city for jobs and studies, leaving the two of them behind, quietly taking care of their little home. One day, a traveling fortune teller came to town. Henry had heard the man could tell a person's future, even stories from past lives, just by looking at their palm. Curious, Henry walked up to him and asked, "Tell me, sir, how much longer shall I live?" The fortune teller studied Henry's hand, gazed into his eyes, and said softly, "You will live a very long time, but the day you see 2 moons in the sky will be your last day on earth." Henry laughed, but the words stayed in his mind. A few months later, a terrible storm tore through the town, blowing away the shingles on his roof. That night, lying in bed, Henry looked up and saw the moon shining right through the hole in the roof. He stepped outside, and there it was, another moon in the sky. His heart sank. That's it, my last night. He didn't want to scare Martha, so without saying a word, he quietly walked to the town cemetery. There, in the pale moonlight, he spotted an open grave and thought, "Perfect, I'll lie here. When I'm gone, they'll bury me right in this spot, no trouble for anyone." But as he lay there shivering in the cold, 3 shadowy figures appeared, whispering and dividing up stolen goods. They were thieves. Henry froze, but the cold was unbearable. He let out a loud, "Hoo, hoo, hoo," and accidentally sat upright. The thieves saw a figure rising from the grave in the dead of night. Terrified, they screamed, "Ghost!" and ran, leaving behind bags of gold and silver. Henry could hardly believe his luck. He bundled the loot in a cloth, hurried home, and showed Martha. She was overjoyed. They hid the treasure in a chest, but soon, burglaries spread across the town. People complained to the sheriff, but no one could catch the criminals. The mayor even offered a $1,000 reward for anyone who could bring them in. One night, Henry heard voices outside his fence. 3 men, plotting to break into his home, through the wall, the roof, or by smashing the door. Henry's heart pounded, but he quickly woke Martha, whispered a plan, and the 2 of them began talking loudly near the window so the thieves could hear. Henry said, "Martha, where would you hide our gold and silver so no one can steal it?" Martha replied, "I've hidden all our gold and silver in the well out back. Thieves will never find it there. When summer comes and the water level drops, we'll take it out." Henry added, "All right, let's go to sleep." The thieves grinned in the darkness. As soon as Henry and Martha fell asleep, they climbed into the icy well. But there was no treasure, only freezing water, chilling them to the bone. Henry rushed outside shouting, "Thieves! Thieves!" Dogs barked. Neighbors came running with sticks. The sheriff's men arrived. The shivering thieves were dragged out and arrested. The next day, Henry was called to the mayor's office. The mayor handed him the $1,000 reward and praised his cleverness. From then on, the whole town slept in peace, and Henry and Martha enjoyed their treasure, without fear. Sometimes, 2 moons in the sky can be a sign of the end, or, if you're lucky, the beginning of something better.